Welcome to my third vlog. Today we are at a different lake again, and I did go here because I was here before. I scouted the lake actually a lot. So when I say I was here before, I fished actually, but I didn't really care if I catch something. For me it was about like spending time on the water here. And this lake is somewhat difficult. When I say that, I mean for one side there's a lot of boats on this lake. The next thing is the shoreline is really hard to access. There's only like little openings like this one here and there, not even everywhere. There are spots I would like to fish, but they're totally closed up. And the next thing is the water is really low. So I'm sitting pretty deep down right now. The original shoreline, or the normal shoreline, is way above my head. I probably show you that a little bit later on. It's like up there. It's going pretty steep down here. So there is quite a few obstacles, and still I have a pretty good feeling. The wind stays on this shoreline, and as I said, I scouted the lake a little bit before, not just a little bit, several times. Checked out various spots, and I ended up today here. Also because I got a little tip that here might be the good fish, or at least the target fish, what is the carp. And so I came here a little bit late, got out my deeper, checked really quick a few things, decided okay, get the rods out, and then of course start the vlog. And now we will see. I'm probably gonna go do some more deeping, some more going with the deeper, and see what is going on here. What we have here is like a little bit of a curve in this way, and that's just where I try to fish. It's a big curve on this other side there too. I'm not directly at that point, I'm at a little bit on the side, and the wind is still pressing on. Close to the shoreline there is some weeds, but it's so close that I don't really care. And a little bit further out there is a free ground, and I saw some fish there. You never know what it is, but at least I give it a try right now, and maybe I change the positions of my rods later on. So let me start going a little bit more, and see you later on. So it's 10:30 now, and I used the deeper quite a lot the last half hour. I used it for about 20 minutes and did go all the way around here. What I found is it's going down, of course, it's a hill, because this is a reservoir. On my left hand there's a more shallow part, so it doesn't go as deep down. It goes pretty shallow, and there's a lot of weeds on that. Where I sit, it goes a little bit like another hillside down, but not too steep. It just goes constantly like down with little humps here and there. And on the other hand, right side of me, from me, where the water does that turn here, that hill here, it's a curve back here, like a little cove. It is pretty weedy there. So I have weeds to the left a lot, and I have a lot of weeds to the right further out. I have weeds close to me, like in the 10 to 15, maybe even 25-yard range. And anything behind that where it is about 4.5 meters to 6 meters. It's pretty clean down there. There's a little bit of bottom grass, whatever it is, very, very little. And the ground is between stones and silt, so it's a little bit in between, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of big stones in there. And in order to find out about that, I of course used my marker rod with a lead and a mark on top of it, and I just casted it out, felt the ground. Once I had the dock on the bottom, I felt the ground by pulling it, and I could tell every time, like I felt like, okay, there's good ground, like halfway clean ground. I just let the marker up to see where it is up in about actually that range, and it's always the same area where I thought with the deeper that might be the better spot. The fish are a little bit before and behind that, and they're mid-water. That means that the fish stay higher up right now. I'm not that surprised. We have about 23 degrees Celsius water temperature. A little bit to the weather conditions the last actually 2 weeks. So you guys probably remember 2 weeks ago, my last video, vlog 2, I told you there was a thunderstorm the day before. Unusual for October in Southern California. So at least that big of a thunderstorm. It was a pretty big one. And next day we had tops, I guess we ended up like 75 maybe, more like 70 to 75 degree Fahrenheit. And after that it did go down a little bit more. We hovered around in the 70s towards the weekend. So last Saturday we had about 85, maybe even 90, depending on where you are, of course. It's Southern California is a little bit more on the coast. It's colder. The more inland you go, just a few miles actually, it gets pretty quick, pretty hot. It's simply because we're in a desert and you don't get the ocean breeze anymore there. And after that, on Sunday, it went cooler already. And on Monday, it became pretty cold and kind of rainy even. It actually rained a lot. And then it was like 2 days halfway dry but cool. Thursday to Friday morning, it rained again a lot. Friday it started to dry out, and that's why I finally decided to go fishing on Saturday. I knew that the shoreline here is steep and it's gonna be slippery with water here, with rain. It's pretty hard. If it's wet, I wouldn't want to go down here unless I want to break a leg. Don't want to risk that for sure. There's a lot of big boulders here. For the surface on the water, I watched it a lot. I did also go up here, so I have a pretty good overview. I didn't see anything jumping, nothing big at least. Further out you see a lot of, I guess it's trout or bass that jump around, like smaller fish. I saw that, but nothing that would indicate to me that would be a carp. And it would be too deep out there, so it's in the deep, free water, like that's unlikely that those are carp. At least in my opinion, like my experience tells me that. For me it looks pretty good down where I fish. It seems to be a clean area. Could be a very good indicator, especially because you have that line on that side and it goes down here, like it's clean. And left and right to that it's pretty weedy, so I have my hopes up, but you never know. And the chances are high I would need to sit a little bit more to the right. There's like 2 other spots over there. There's one spot I didn't want to fish at all because there's something in the water. I guarantee you all the fish will go into that. I guess it's a water probe or something like that. It would be ridiculous. And on the other side, there's only one spot to go in. So it's hard and they're all steep. I just figured out I'd try it here today. I'll let you know what's going on. I hope I can film a little bit more stuff for you guys to see. Like what I see, it's not a lot, because I really sit down here and there's not a lot to see, but I will try. See you later. So I just got my rods out. I recast like every 20 to 30 minutes just to get a good cloud out there, like some bait. What I'm using is the same stuff as last time, or last 2 sessions. It's literally the leftovers from that. I always put them in freezer bags and then freeze it temporarily because it's already like kind of dry. Otherwise the tiger nuts and the corn dry out too much. Same mix. If anyone is interested in details to that, beyond what I explained last time in vlog 2, just let me know. I can do a video about that. The tiger nuts I use fresh, not directly fresh, but they're still in the water, so they're soaked well. And that hook, actually the point is bent, so I have to exchange it. What I'm using here is a fluorocarbon with a Q-rig. I think it's called like that. It's nothing else than a D-rig with a little swivel. In theory, I hope it focused. It's a little bit hard to see with the display right now in the camera. If anyone is interested in that, I can always do little videos about how I do rigs, like hair rigs, simple hair rigs, or more complex ones, like that one. The reason I fished that here is that water is kind of clear, and I want something stiff so I don't have to worry too much about the front rig going around my main line, so that I can get any like twists in there or whatever. Even if I hook it into like my feeder ball, I just cast it out that way and be on the safe side. It stretches pretty nice, and I have good experience with that when it comes to hooking fish. So let me exchange my hook and then see you in a bit. Yeah, it's about 5 p.m. now. Actually, the ranger was just here, and she told me like they want to close that section here. So, time to go anyways. I was about to clean up. I didn't catch anything. The only thing I had a little bit earlier was a bite, but it didn't hook. And there's nothing I can do about that. I had probably a line swimmer or two before. Not much going on. I didn't see anything jumping here or any other signs of fish. It wasn't really windy either. I expected actually more wind. There's one thing, there's always like those bass fishers on the boats coming by, especially because I'm on the shoreline. And I see them coming and I warn them, hey, I'm here, and they're always fine with that. And then I have a quick chat with them, hey, how's it going, you know. And they didn't catch too much over here as well. So what I hear is on the lower arm of the lake, they actually catched a little bit, but the wind was pretty strong over there, so some people didn't like it on their boats. I guess like the trolling motor or whatever is just not enough to calmly cast out when they fish for their bass or trout. So something else I discovered by cleaning up over there to my left side from here or right side from you, there was a lot of surface activity. It's a little bit of a calm area where the wind really doesn't hit. And there seems to be some land going in that cove in the middle. It's hard to tell. I never actually used a sonar over there, and I didn't have the time anymore to do it because they kicked me out. But at least I saw activity there. So it's a good starting point for my next attempt here. And for me, it's always about like trying to catch fish and find out where they are. You need to spend time on the water. Watercraft or knowing a water, it's not done overnight. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience. And in my video, you will see me blanking. You will see me blanking a lot, probably, especially because I'm new to the Southern California waters. And I have to learn a lot about it, especially now in fall with the Santa Ana winds coming around. This is challenging, and I like that actually. And it takes time to really find the fish and all that stuff. So what I saw over there might have been just bass chasing fish, but it looked like it's a little bit bigger. I didn't have my binoculars with me, so I didn't see that right away. They were down here, and now I have to pack up. And I don't see anything over there anymore. I looked up over there a few minutes ago and was kind of quiet now. I don't have the time to look at it another half hour. So today I'm closing with no fish. Fine with me. I learned a lot, I saw a lot, and that's why I was here too. And you just join me on that journey and looking for fish too. And don't let those big companies tell you, hey, I catch fish all the time, or other videos you see online, especially on YouTube and stuff. They always suggest that people catch fish constantly. There's normally already a lot of work that did go into that. And sometimes it's just cut together from various sessions. It's hard to tell. So don't assume everyone just catches fish all the time. Even the best carp fishers in the world, blank. Never assume there has to be fish. I saw fish down there, might have been just the wrong time. Million reasons. I don't want to come up with excuses. I try to explain what's going on. So maybe someone else can learn from it. So just follow me. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate everyone that subscribes and leaves me comments, suggestions, things you want to see, things you don't want to see. Anything pretty much. Just let me know. I'm always open. Thank you.